Roaring Cycle Expedition. It's a special interview. The interview is going to be about me. In the meanwhile, y'all can post your questions, and I shall be answering all your questions towards the end of the session. Hi, Josh.
This is so sorry. I was overexcited and I was using both of my phones because it's so privileged for me to, bring you on live here. And I can say it's a great privilege for me. So it's so nice. So, sis, like before, I think you have interviewed many people, and I can proudly say that this is my very first experience interviewing somebody, and I'm so excited that, to have a great sister like you. So,
Wow.
yes. So let's guys, I'm already late, but still, sister, we welcome you heartfully and thanks for being the special guest of show today. So let's guys welcome our sweet sister and such a nice person I can say. And so welcome Didi for the show. And so Didi, apart from riding, say something about you.
Yeah, before that, Josh, can you give a small introduction about yourself?
Okay, guys. About me, see, I'm from Andhra. Basically, I am also a small rider, and but I stay in Shillong. And my main motive is I'm a rider for cause. And I think if you guys want to know much about me, you guys need to wait till next week. So, sis, other than biking, we know that you are such an amazing, wonderful biker, and I gone through your profile and I become one of your fan. So, other than
Thank you.
biking and all, okay, what you do? So, tell me something about yourself to our viewers.
Okay. To start with, uh, I'm a very simple girl. I mean, I lead a very simple life. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the day-to-day stuff, and yeah, before getting onto biking as a profession or putting my passion into a career, I worked in the corporates for about uh,
Mm-hmm.
25 years. Um, yeah, biking was never my dream or anything like that. It just happened because it happened. But other than that, I love to travel
Mm-hmm.
and I love to learn. Whatever you give me, you tell me to learn, I will just go about and learn. And um, I don't think nothing is impossible. Like if I put my mind to something, if someone tells me don't do this or this is something that you cannot do, I will definitely
Mm-hmm.
go and do it and I'll succeed in that. So
Yes, yes. So
yeah,
that's.
that's a bit about me.
Mm-hmm. So, how about your family?
My family, I have my mom. We are a big
Mm-hmm.
family. We have five
Wow.
sisters, one
Mm-hmm.
brother, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they are kids. So we have seven kids in our house. So you can say
Okay.
we are a complete family of about 14 or 15 of us. So
Okay.
if we have to do a party, yes, we have a party.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's amazing.
Thank
So,
you.
like somebody is just commented that like you are not just a simple person, you are a great leader as well, which I really agree with it. I mean, Wonders Explorer. So he said the right thing. So she's like, you moved to motorcycling and you never stopped. And what made you like motorcycling?
Like I said, see, I never dreamt that I'm going to ever ride a motorcycle or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
some things just happen, or I think it was the call that I took up.
Mm-hmm.
So you get this call to do something, and you feel okay. This is something
Mm-hmm.
that's going to click. Or yeah, like I said, I like to learn, keep learning. So my friend said, I will teach you to ride. I said, okay, chalo. झगड़ा
Wow.
किया था. I said, I don't want to learn
So,
all this.
uh-huh.
So
Okay.
yeah, but then yeah,
Mm,
ultimately because it was something to learn, I learned it, and
okay.
yeah, it gave me the thrill to face the world, gave me confidence. At that particular time when I was learning, I was pretty low on confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I had failed in a couple of things, so yeah, I would lost my confidence. So this
Oh.
helped me gain back my confidence, and Yeah, then there was no stopping. घर से office, office से घर जाओ, मस्त में, get wet in the rain. I love the rain. So it's
Yeah.
raining for the past 1 week. I'm
Mm-hmm.
missing going out. So I
Yeah,
love to
same.
go in the rains and all
Mm-hmm.
that.
That's
So
amazing, sis. So how
yeah.
is your very first step? Like, you are like when you are riding for the very first time, and like it's not so easy. I know, like, when somebody like, like especially when female riders, wow, like everybody's attention and like, something is different. Like, how did you felt like your first ride?
Um, First ride, the moment I sat on the moment I sat on the bike, it was like, oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything in front of me. I am lost.
Okay.
I was so
Mm-hmm.
nervous, like, um, because see, when you sit in a car, it's like a box, okay,
Yes.
but
Mm.
but when you sit on a bike, it's like there is nothing in front of you. There is no safety. I mean, you don't feel safe or you don't feel anything. And
Uh-huh.
like I said, I didn't have that confidence. So suddenly facing the entire world in front of me was such a drastic change.
Yeah.
I was scared. I was
Like
scared.
you feel everything, right? Inside the car it's entirely different. Like once you ride, like you feel everything and all those things. So that's wonderful. So like what was your first bike?
So I learned on a Splendor.
Okay.
Now this
Wow.
Splendor was very unique because उसमें horn नहीं चलता था,
Acha.
brakes बहुत कम लगते थे, the tire
Very
was
true.
almost bald.
Wow.
Uh,
Hmm.
uh, Thankfully, the brake light and the headlight were on.
Okay.
But apart from that, yeah, I learned on a Splendor. Then I bought a Unicorn after about a
Okay.
year. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, so Unicorn is my first officially bought bike or owned bike, you can say.
Wow, that's awesome, sis. That's like when we learn from these kind of bikes, we will become the perfect ones. So these are the things, which make us very strong.
Absolutely. And imagine, like, I'm not too tall, so my
Mm-hmm.
feet barely touch the ground. Like, I keep my toes down, and my
Mm-hmm.
fingers don't. I mean, used to not. I used to not be able to catch the clutch lever or the brake lever,
Okay.
and then I had to
Mm-hmm.
somehow adapt and hold on to it and all that because yeah, initially we did not touching and I used to tell my friend, अरे नहीं हाथ नहीं पहुंच रहा है यार मत करो and he's like सब पहुंचेगा करो. So
Sakaru.
yeah, it was an
Somebody need to push
experience.
us. Yes, yes. And like we have a question from
Yeah.
Kalpana. When you met with an accident, what was the first thing that came to your mind?
अरे मैं गिर जाऊंगी. That's it. So
No, like after you fall, what is the first thing which you come into your mind?
okay, so while I was learning, I never typically when I learn I don't fall.
Mm-hmm.
After I learn I fall
Mm-hmm.
because then I try to experiment my own things.
Yes,
So
exactly.
So the first, I bought my Unicorn in 2005, and in 2006, November 24th, I remember the date because I was going to attend a friend's wedding,
Okay.
and on that's the day when I had my first major accident. Uh, Before that, I used to just खड़े खड़े गिर जाती थी कभी भी.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a different thing. But yeah, my first major accident happened in 2006 November,
Okay.
and by that time, yeah, the way I was trained was to keep my presence of mind around. No matter
Okay.
what happens, throw away the
Mm-hmm.
bike and you jump off from it. So this
Okay.
accident happened at a very low speed, hardly 20-25 का speed रहा होगा, and I banged into a cab
Oh
because that
shoot.
cab suddenly stopped in the middle of the road to
Ah,
yeah I mean to take off the passenger. I mean the passenger
passengers.
wanted to
Yes,
get down,
yes.
so he just stopped in the middle, and
Middle.
I had
Yes.
just looked onto the other side and flipped back. So nazar hati
Oh,
durgatna ghati, and I rammed into the vehicle.
that. Okay.
My training was such that I left my bike, so my bike was
Mm-hmm.
behind the cab and I was ahead of the cab. I
Oh
was
my
thrown ahead
gosh.
of the cab.
Oh my God.
And to answer Kalpana's question, The moment I met with an accident, the first thing was I didn't put my head down. I was thinking, "Arey, mera head phatega," and then I remembered, okay, I have a helmet,
Okay.
and then I put my head very slowly down.
So
Yeah.
first thing you checked either you have a helmet or not.
Yeah,
That's
because
good.
those days, we used to not be very so very prone to wearing helmet. No, I used to wear it
Yeah.
every time, but still, sometimes in that accident, you don't realize what are the things that you have on you.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah,
That's
that's what
that's what.
happened.
Yeah, and somebody from they are asking which is the longest ride you have done so far?
Uh, Longest ride, if you say longest ride per day, I mean in a day, I have done the Saddle Sore challenge of 1610 kilometers. I covered around 1680 kilometers in 24 hours.
Okay,
That's my longest ride. Other
okay.
than that, if you see, I have done all India ride covering
Mm-hmm.
27,000 kilometers in 4.5 months.
Wow, that's
That's the
amazing.
longest I would say. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Sis. Like, so coming back. So what satisfies you on a ride and what is good ride as per you?
Uh, so a good ride is something filled with adventure.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get angry, I'm not a very patient person. I get very angry. I get angry very fast. So to
Okay.
remove my frustration, I just pick up
Mm-hmm.
my bike and get out. And I don't went out. I don't ride rashly. I just get out and get riding. That
Yeah,
gives
get
me the
right.
satisfaction, and that is a good ride.
Wow, that's why we become brothers and sisters. I do the
Yes.
same actually. Whenever I get angry, whenever I'm frustrated, that is the only time I don't do rash driving. I just go calm, peacefully, slowly. So just relax, like biking gives us like, lot of relaxation, And for me, as you, like, I love rain drive so much. It was so, and she's like, you have done so many big rides which we know already and you even got awarded for it, so is it okay to explain for the viewers like something about it so we can also know?
Yeah, sure. Before that, people are asking me which bike I have or which bikes I ride. I ride
Yes, yes.
a Unicorn. I ride a
Mm-hmm.
CBR 250. I also ride a Dominar. So I have all these three bikes with me, and
Okay.
yeah, they are all now oldies now because they have run too many kilometers. Uh,
Okay.
so yeah, coming back to your question, I have been felicitated for a lot of for the rides that I've done. I
Okay.
got certified for two of my rides. One is the Iron Butt Association Saddle Sore ride, which I
Mm-hmm.
completed. I told you 24 hours I did 1600 kilometers.
Okay.
And the second one was I did in 2018. I covered all four corners of India. So I'm the first woman to do a solo ride to all four corners of the nation. And this is recorded in India Book of Records and World Records of India. So
Wow.
those are the two certificates that I did.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, and the rides obviously were amazing, and it was generally I don't plan my ride. The
Okay.
moment I start planning, I will not do it. So I don't plan my rides.
Okay.
Uh,
So which is your favorite bike, sis? Somebody is asking a
my
question.
favorite bike that I would love to own, I still don't have it, but yeah, I would love to own an African Twin, a Hero X Pulse, and BMW 1000 RR, S1000.
Wow. That's awesome. So, so we have one more question. So, when was the time when you felt so proud of yourself that you wanted to scream in the middle of the nowhere and no one was around? Same from Kalpana.
Okay,
Same question from
so
Kalpana.
yeah, so at that I would say so when I was on my ASEAN ride, that is the six nation country ride that we were going. We had to reach a
Mm-hmm.
border by around 4:30 or 5. Okay, because otherwise the formalities won't be completed, and we had to cover about 145 odd kilometers, and we
Mm-hmm.
hardly had a time of about an hour and a half or something. So we were
Okay.
4 women who were riding. Our backup vehicle was literally at the backup. I mean, it
Okay.
was never with us, and
Okay.
the person who organized the ride, she told me that Shilpa कुछ भी कर हम लोग को पहुंचना है इधर.
Okay.
We have to reach there. नहीं तो paper work खत्म नहीं होगा and we won't be able to cross the border by that time. And
Okay.
they are very strict at timeline. तो मैंने
Hmm.
उसको बोला कि ठीक है, नखरे मत करना मेरे सामने. The way I ride is the way you people have to ride. मैं तुम लोग को लेके जाऊंगी, टाइम पे पहुंचा दूंगी, लेकिन जो स्पीड पे मैं चलाती हूँ, जिस हिसाब से, या आई मीन द वे आई हैव माय ओन कैलकुलेशंस व्हेन आई एम राइडिंग, राइट,
Riding. Yes.
जिस
Yes.
हिसाब से मैं चला रही हूँ, यू हैव टू फॉलो दैट. एंड
Mm-hmm.
all four of us, we reached that border with, with ample of time. I would say we had even half an hour on
Wow.
our hand when we reached.
Wow.
And when I saw that border, is like I did, yo,
Yeah.
like,
Yes. Yes. Hmm. So somebody is outside India. Angushman.
Anshuman, yes, I do plan to do a lot of international ride. It's going to take time, and with, given this COVID thing, it's going to take more time. But before that, I would love to keep exploring my own country, that is India. It's wonderful. I think मेरे को 4 जन्म लेना पड़ेगा इसको complete करने के लिए, at least.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly. We
So
have most prettiest places like it's like India is such a incredible place. You go to Kashmir side, you see a different beauty. You go to
yes,
Northeast, you see a different beauty. You go to Goa side, you see a different beauty. Like you come to South side, you see a different beauty. Like you will never say that, oh, India, you go everywhere, it's same. Never ever. Like it's
absolutely.
completely like you find something other new, like new way of style, new way of people, like and I'm also so proud to be an Indian. That's what.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
plan.
I love to do that. And
Yes.
yeah, that's in my plan. And I have done Bhutan. Bhutan
Okay.
again was very beautiful. And I love to explore rather than just go as a tourist visit and come back. So
Mm-hmm.
what I do is I pick up a point.
Mm-hmm.
Say like I go from here to Udaipur, and then
Okay.
around Udaipur, I take a radius of 50 to 100 kilometers and go around, see whatever I can, and I
Yes.
literally
Yes.
bother the locals to tell me कि इधर क्या है मैं देख सकती हूँ, and I
Huh.
go and I explore and I come back.
That's what. That's what. Yeah. So, and what was the most memorable ride for you, sis? If I can ask.
Mm, difficult to say that. Um, very difficult because every ride has its own memories.
Okay.
But I would say the most memorable ride has been my All India ride, wherein I
Mm-hmm.
met so many people. Yes, I met a lot of bikers. I got connected. When I started, I didn't know any bikers across India. I just
Okay.
knew a couple of them, and in fact, I knew only Dheeraj Solanki from Agra, and he
Mm-hmm.
connected me all throughout India. He just said, "दीदी आप निकलो, आपके लिए
Mm-hmm.
हम हाजिर हैं, जो करना है हम कर देंगे, आप निकलो बस." So it
Acha.
was a solo ride. I didn't have any backup. I didn't have anything. It was an absolute
Mm-hmm.
solo ride.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was. I was very very nervous when I started it, but then yes, that's how I connected. But I also met these strangers who were so
Okay.
lovely, who were so supportive,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't have any bad experience in all those 4.5 months. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't find anyone eve teasing. I didn't find anyone trying to charge on me or doing
Okay.
anything bad. So it was so safe and I loved it. It was complete adventure and I loved it. That was, that's the most memorable thing that I can think of as of now.
Yeah, you are a great inspiration, sis. Like, like where many people can like take. See, nowadays that is what needed. Like, but in those days, if you are doing like that, it is something amazing. So please visit Northeast Assam. Okay, the Highway Bulls member. Sure,
Definitely
like somebody
Anshuman.
say. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
love the northeast states. It's
yep. I'm
beautiful
also there
and
from Shillong.
yes, I know. And the best place in Assam I like is Majuli. It's
Mm-hmm.
so serene and so beautiful, that river island. Uh,
Wow.
just to go there, and I
Mm-hmm.
would spend a week over there. I mean, that's my plan. That's my dream. I don't know when I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to do it, but
Okay.
yeah, I get a chance, I'm going to go there and spend at least a week in Majuli, and then go around every place that I can.
That's good, sis. That's good. So, like, which part of India would you explore again on a motorcycle? And will there be anything different from the past, right? Will it be?
I Yes, of course, I will be. So my earlier plan, when I started my All India ride, was to explore
Mm-hmm.
each and every state to the full. But due
Okay.
to time constraint, and then I had my job to get back to, so I couldn't do it. But now
Mm-hmm.
I definitely would explore each much as possible and
Mm-hmm.
promote it to the best of my knowledge.
Wow, that's amazing. Like exploring in our own countries. It's like
Yes.
really such a great thing. Yeah. So that's good, sis. And one more question, like, how have people, other riders played a role in your riding life? Like,
Um, Bikers, I don't know what to say. They are my family, and
okay.
family से expectations नहीं रखती हूँ मैं, but yes,
Mm-hmm.
they have always stood by me whenever I needed them. रात के 1:30 भी मुझे घर पे बुला के
Mm-hmm.
खाना बना के खिलाया हुआ है लोगों ने,
Mm-hmm.
and they have stayed awake till the time I have reached there.
Wow.
During my rides, they have hosted me not only in their house, but they have also
Okay.
arranged hotels for me or food, and they have seen to my comfort. Uh, एक एक उनको मिल लूंगी तो I don't have to spend even a penny. I will be showered
Okay.
with all the gifts and everything, and I will
Mm-hmm.
not be treated as an outsider. You know, मतलब
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a family to them. So
Yes, yes.
I they have not made a difference. They are me. They are a part of
Exactly.
me.
That's nice. So, any advice to women who want to go into riding? Question from one of our viewer.
Yeah. Before that, I will just take Babla Da's question. Babla Da, yes, Bangladesh आपके साथ जरूर जाना है. I will, वो तो आपके साथ ही जाऊंगी. जब भी बांग्लादेश जाना है तो आपको लेके ही चलूंगी. मुझे तो बांग्ला आता नहीं है और आपके बहुत पहुंच है. So I will definitely go with you. And to the Ghost Rider, Kanyakumari, yes, I will come. Um, yeah. So for women riders, I will say, bindas
Mm-hmm.
niklo. Don't
Mm-hmm.
think about. I mean, don't think too much about your safety or anything. Be confident that this is your country. If you are confident that this is your country, your people, your citizens, trust me, no one is going to hurt you. And the world is not full of bad people; it's full of good people with few bad people. Yes, I wouldn't say it's completely like a bed of roses, but then even bed of roses have thorns. So yes,
Yes.
there are always plus and minus. If you know how to keep yourself safe, that's it. You need to be confident that wherever you go, you will meet good people. Keep a positive attitude, and yes, definitely you'll meet good people than bad people. हाँ, लेकिन सेल्फ डिफेंस जरूर थोड़ा बहुत सीख लेना. कीप समथिंग विथ यू, so that in case you come across anything bad, you can defend yourself.
That's very true. So, again from Kalpana. So, Shilpa, when are we going to Hampi with Bablada? I think once the
yes.
lockdown finish. Yeah.
बाबला को लखनऊ से किडनैप करके इस तरफ लेके आएंगे. अभी दिल्ली गए हैं.
अच्छा.
दिल्ली जा सकते हैं, मुंबई भी आ सकते हैं, बट नॉट नाउ. So once this lockdown gets over, we'll get him to Mumbai.
Yes.
फिर यहाँ
Yes.
से आग बंद करके हम्पी लेके जाएंगे और हम्पी में पूरा
Yes.
घुमा के लेके आएंगे वापस.
You kidnap him till Hyderabad. From Hyderabad, I'll support you guys to kidnap Babla
Yes.
Dada, and we will all
Absolutely.
ride together. Like, yes, that's good, sis. So, anything you want to say for the viewers?
For the viewers, okay. Someone's asking any bikes you recommend for short height women in Indian market. You have. Well, I wouldn't say you should think of yourself as a short height person, because I am a short heighted person. But then I have adjusted myself or adapted myself to the normal bikes, and I learned on it, and I'm riding it. But if you do think you're too short, or you cannot adapt to something, then you can try the Avenger. You can try Java. Java is not too very heighted. I mean, the height is a little short. As in, I can place my foot completely down on a Java. So yes. Then you can, Avenger is there, or maybe if you can go for a Harley Davidson, then Street 750 is there.
Street 750.
So there are options, but I would say, rather than looking at asking for anyone's choice, it's better you choose what you want to buy. So you go take a test ride of as many number of bikes as you can, and see which one you connect to, and then buy.
Yeah. So it should be again and again. So what sister means is like you have to take again and again. So just don't go with somebody's flow. You have to test ride again and again, so that unless you feel that, okay, this bike really can suitable for me. Yeah, and Bablada is saying like now women can ride very safe and comfortable. Yes, they are the best.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So Bikers Club is asking if I can share any story or incident of my riding.
Yes.
So yeah, incident, or I wouldn't. I will tell you a good incident.
Okay, which can motivate no.
Okay, which can motivate a novice. If I have to motivate a novice, the first thing I would say is, for anything, everything, okay, you can think of loads of things, you can dream about hundreds and thousands of things, but till the time you don't put your first foot forward, you are never going to do it. It doesn't matter how much time you take, but once you are determined that you want to do something, don't take a step back and say, "अरे नहीं होगा, मैं लड़की हूँ," या "no, मैंने कभी किया नहीं है." Forget the gender part, but yeah, there are men who also don't try to do certain things. So, for example, I had to travel from Mumbai to Hyderabad, and that's when I started doing a solo ride, 700 kilometers. In one day, as in 13 hours. I used to cover 700 kilometers in 13 hours. The road was so bad. From Hyderabad until Solapur, it was completely broken roads, very bad, and single lane. That was, that 300 odd kilometers, I used to not stop. I used to start from Lingampalli. I know, okay. I suppose you know where is Lingampalli.
Yes.
So from Lingampalli, I used to start at 7 and reach Solapur by about 1.
Wow.
I used to fill my tank there, and then I used to come to Solapur to refill my tank. So I used to not stop anywhere. I used to not take a break or anything, because it was so bad that I had to, if I stop, I'm not going to ride again. It was so tiring. So, and riding solo, I used to think of so many things go into my mind. Arey, tire puncture ho gaya to ye to gaon hai, ye highway hai, I'm not going to get people to help me, I'm not going, maybe I may be bullied or whatever. There were so many things. But when I started doing this again and again, I got my confidence of riding solo. I got my confidence of doing things by my own. So if you are a novice, yes, you need to start, kickstart, and leave the rest of the things to happen as and when it happens. Don't think too much into doing what you have to do. Just do it. I hope I
That's
answered Bikers Club's question.
question. Yes, yes. So tell us something about the things which one should carry him if he or she rides solo.
Carry some spares for your bike. I mean, first thing, you carry your confidence.
Yep.
Second, um, you should know your weaknesses. You should know what you're weak at, and you should work on it and make it your strength rather than keeping it as a weakness. If you want to carry something regarding on bike, know your bike. Because you're riding solo, if you have to stop by a local mechanic who doesn't know how to repair a bike or that particular bike, you should know how to direct him to repair it. So you should know
Yes.
your bike. Carry
Yep.
your spares accordingly, and keep one weapon with you. Don't carry a gun. Keep a Swiss knife. Maybe a Swiss knife or some sharp object, which, and keep it in a handy place, so that if you have to protect yourself with a weapon, you got it right in your hand and you're not searching for it.
Yeah, that's true.
And
So
use it
same.
only for self-defense, not
Yep.
otherwise.
Not for otherwise. So one more question from my side and Bablada as well. We would like to hear some incident when you was on international ride.
Ah. Okay, I'll tell you a fun incident that happened over there. Um,
Okay.
सब गंदा इंसिडेंट होना जरूरी नहीं है. So, and
Yes.
typically typically my international ride was fun.
Mm-hmm.
My tour guides were full of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And one funny incident happened when we were in Myanmar. So we were there in Feb, March, and April. So it gets very hot
Mm-hmm.
over there. And my hydration pack, the water was over in the hydration pack, and I was looking for water. Like I said, our backup vehicle was back somewhere. It was miles away, and we four were miles
Mm-hmm.
away. I asked them, they had water, no one had water. So we were searching for water. And I stopped at a nearby village. Of course, not everyone knows English out there, Hindi to out of question. And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what we should say for water. And I went into that store, and he had these small bottles of, like we have these 100 ml ka Bisleri.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
He
Yes.
had, he had a full can of, I mean, a full pack of it. So I
Pack
picked
of.
them up.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just asked him, is this water? He said, ha, ha, ha. So I thought, yeah, maybe he understood what I'm asking. So I
Asking.
went,
Yes.
I came out, I bought 5 bottles of it. I came out, I filled it in my hydration pack, and there was little left in that. And I
Mm-hmm.
poured it into my mouth, and I just threw out. You know,
Okay.
it was the local rum out there
Oh my God.
that literally burnt my entire throat. And
Okay.
trust me, I just couldn't. I mean, I didn't know what to say. And
Mm-hmm.
in 10 minutes time, thankfully these guys came. I mean, our backup vehicle came, and I asked the tour guide, like, what do you say for water? He's like, you should call it J.
J.
I said, I don't know what he gave me this. Like, this is sake. I'm like,
Sake. Okay.
I was about to
So.
throw it, and my
Mm-hmm.
crew guys saying like, अरे फेंकना मत, इधर रख, हम लोग बैठ के पियेंगे. You don't need
Paying.
it. हम लोग.
Yes. Yes. You no need to throw it off. Yes.
Yeah, but it was so smelly. It was so smelly that 5 days I rinsed my entire hydration pack with soap and I don't know what all, but the smell did
Okay.
not go. It
Wow.
was horrible.
Sometimes when you don't know the language, it happens. Like that's the
Yes.
same situation happened for me once. I went to North India when I don't even know Hindi, but because now I know Hindi very well, so instead of giving water, they gave me something, and I ended up like crying. But it's something happens is. So one more. Tell us about Patiala incident of All India ride. Somebody Lalit Parmar.
Lalit Parmar. Okay, so he is my guru.
Wow.
So Patiala, yes, during my All India ride, this was my third state from the 29 state that I was doing. Just my third state. I was finishing the third state, and I had just about repaired my bike because the suspension had gone burst. Also, the alloy had cracked. So I had gone to Batinda and just got my entire bike done up. And from there, I
Okay.
was going to Patiala. And I was just about 45 kilometers from there before reaching Patiala. And we were all zipping past. There was not too much of crowd or anything, but
Okay.
yeah, so there was a bus ahead of me. There was a Scorpio which was driving along me. So we were like going, we were just traveling across. So
Okay.
sometimes they were ahead, sometimes I was ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly this bus stops in the middle. He's honking,
Okay.
and he stopped. And he showed me a hand saying that I could overtake from the left. So I passed from the left. And before that, I saw that there was a car which someone had halted in that gaon in the middle of the road. So it was a 2-lane road, and you have this white patta in between. And this
Yes,
guy had
yes.
just stopped it in between, and he had gone to the opposite side to buy something.
Oh my
And
gosh.
this bus guy was literally honking, and stopped kiya usne, and they had an altercation. And he showed me that the conductor told me to take it from the left. So I was passing through the left, and I had almost overtaken the vehicle, the car. Like I was 3/4 of the part I had overtaken, and suddenly I hear a noise from my right side, a car starting up. And before I could realize, that person had taken a U-turn on the left side, no signal. He didn't see any vehicle coming or anything. He didn't put on his headlights or anything, and he just rammed into me.
Oh
And
my.
I didn't have the time to react or get off the road. And he literally got into me. Uh, and I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even get off the bike because I had a lot of luggage on the bike. So the bike fell over me. My leg was under the bike. One of my leg was under the bike. The other leg was obviously on the other side. I tried to push the bike with my hand, but my jacket got stuck in the chain,
Okay.
and I just couldn't move. And I was yelling, "Uthao, bike, uthao," and I couldn't switch off the bike. So thankfully, I was doing it on a CBR. So CBR has a mechanism whereby it will shut down itself after say 5 or 10 seconds once it takes a fall. So it
Okay.
has a system in it which it will switch off by itself. So somehow it got switched off.
Okay.
And I was yelling. My helmet was completely covered. I wear a full face helmet. And
Okay.
I had kept my visor also down. So my voice, I didn't know whether my voice is going out. And I was yelling, bike uthao, bike uthao, bike
Bike.
uthao.
Okay.
Everyone, it was a shock for everyone because suddenly it happened. And they came, some of the villagers, they realized, they came, they picked up the bike. I just couldn't move my leg. And I thought, okay, my leg is shattered now. Because it just didn't move. And I was crying. I said, 4 साल से मैं इस ride के लिए इतनी मेहनत कर रही हूँ, and I cried. I was frustrated. I was angry. I was abusing, and there were so many things going on in my mind. And these guys tried to help me take off my helmet. So I told them not to take off my. Typically, when I fall, I don't allow anyone to take off my helmet if I'm conscious. So I took out my helmet, and the moment they saw this is a woman, everyone ran away.
Okay.
गाँव वाले है, so obviously they wouldn't. Typically गाँव वाले don't touch women if she's a stranger or someone.
Yeah,
So they didn't come to help. And the Scorpio which was following me, they saw me in the rear view mirror. They saw me take a fall, and they took a U-turn and came back. And when they came back, they told those guys to get a charpai and all that, and since it was Punjab, तो उन लोग भी पंजाबी थे, they spoke in Punjabi, and yeah, they got a charpai and they carried me and put me there, and I was all the time saying कि नहीं मेरा पैर हिल नहीं रहा है, and I was abusing that guy. I said वो बंदा, I was not even actually bothered about that also too much, but then I was like abusing that guy कि वो बंदा किधर है, उसको तो मैं ऐसे मारूंगी ना. Yeah, I was all, you know, I saw that vehicle, उसका headlight टूट गया था, उसका side का bumper पूरा bend हो गया था. I mean, you understand what impact that had on.
Yes.
Had I not moved my gears, my legs would have been powdered, I guess. My bones would have been shattered. So yeah, that was a incident. And then I realized, so that guy who came in the Scorpio, he said, I'm a colonel and ye mera assistant hai, mera driver hai. So yeah, and then they took me in the Scorpio till Patiala. They took me to the hospital. And on the way, he asked me, तुम पटियाला में किसी को पहचानते हो? I said, no, एक बंदे से बात हुई है मेरी, and he said he'll arrange for a stay for me in somewhere in the Gurudwara or somewhere. So, and I said I'll call him, and I called that guy and I told him मेरा ऐसा accident हुआ है. तो उसने बोला कोई नहीं मैडम जी आप आ जाओ हम देख लेते हैं. So I said ठीक है. And this guy he is like आप उस पे विश्वास कर लेते हो? मैं बोली हाँ विश्वास कर लेती हूँ. When I reached the hospital, there was 15 people from a biking community. One of those guys hosted me in his house for 10 days till I became okay. They took care of my entire treatment. They didn't take a penny from me. Kuch bhi nahi. And they are my extended family now.
That's awesome, sis. So one more question from Bikers Club. So like as you spoke about the weapon, have you ever landed up in a situation where you had to use any kind of weapon? Like he says, like I know it's a weird question, but can you share? Like is there, it's such an interesting question for me. Like is there any time that you ended up using your weapon?
No, thankfully no. I only used it to cut fruits.
Okay.
Till now I've not used my weapon. But हाँ मारा बहुत हो गया है मैंने. I have hit people who have misbehaved, not on my ride, but on a day-to-day basis. When I travel by train or on the road or things like that, bother about the consequences when I have to do it.
Yes. And Bablada is saying, अरे मेरा मोबाइल नंबर है बहुत है self defense के लिए.
Absolutely, Bablada आपके लिए तो hats off.
Yes. And like something your international ride experience from our Abhishekar.
Yeah, so international ride experience, I would say the first ride was Bhutan, where I was the only person riding, and we were there were other 6 people who were in the jeep, all of them men.
Okay.
I was only female, and I was riding the bike the entire tour.
Okay.
And it was really fun. It was quite cold during that time, but it was very hot in India because we did it in April. It was very new to us कि हम लोग है ना वो zebra crossing से ही cross करना है. Wherever that zebra crossing is, you have to walk till there and then only you can cross. You cannot cross the way we cross over here. So and then you can't take a U-turn. You cannot overtake another vehicle. And this friend of mine, he took a vehicle. Immediately there was a police. वहाँ पे क्यों overtake किया? You're not supposed to do that.
Do that. That's nice, sis. That's good.
Coming to my ASEAN tours, where I did the Six Nation ride, it was amazingly beautiful. It was a 56-day ride where we covered 17,000 kilometers. We visited many UNESCO sites. So it was through Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam. And then from Cambodia, we took a U-turn and we rode back all the way back to Telangana. So Telangana had government had supported us. They had given us the sponsorship. Also, Dominar, Bajaj had given us their Dominars to ride to the entire tour.
Okay.
So it was, the best thing I liked is about those places is I'm a vegetarian, so I cannot, and they eat a lot of non-vegetarian food.
Yes.
So But the thing was, I just could get into their kitchen in the hotel and tell them I
Okay.
want to cook. And I used
Cook.
to go cook, eat, and come back.
Yes, see, wherever we go, that place belongs to us. So,
Yes.
like, yeah, how you like? I want to ask that question also. Sis, like, how was your experience? Like, when you are on international trip, like, what did you do with your food? Did you get habituated to their things and all?
So for me, I like to taste the local food, not
Mm-hmm.
non-vegetarian. But
Mm-hmm.
there is always vegetarian in everything. I like the sticky rice that they eat. It's
Okay.
amazing.
Okay.
And in Thailand, I had this mango rice. Okay, that
Wow.
was such a
Mm-hmm.
delicacy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very simple rice, sticky rice. They add mangoes into it when they cook, and then they serve
Yes.
you
Yes.
with other mangoes. And mango is one of my favorite fruit.
Mm.
So I ate like 2 or 3 plates of it. So yeah, I love
Wow.
that. Um,
That's amazing.
the the best experience the best place I liked was Myanmar and Laos. It's
Mm-hmm.
an unexplored
Okay.
country, full of raw experience. The village, or you say the countryside that I rode through when we entered
Mm-hmm.
Myanmar. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
from More we went to yeah. So after More we entered the Myanmar border, and from there when we go towards the city side, as in the capital, towards the capital, you
Mm-hmm.
can see you have to ride through the entire countryside, and
Mm-hmm.
it's amazing. The rivers are the bridges over the rivers are wooden, made of wood.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if you look into my Instagram ID, you will see that pic
Mm-hmm.
where we four are riding over a wooden bridge. And
Wow.
the entire thing is like it's amazing. It's so beautiful. And wherever we stopped, if we needed to use a washroom or something, none of the villagers or none of the people used to tell no. They used to invite us. They used to allow us to use
Inverters.
their
Yes.
washroom. Plus they used to give us
Mm.
something or the other to eat or drink, or they used to be so
Drink.
hospitable with us. And they used to
Yes.
come and measure their height with us. They are shorter than us. They used to come and
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, you're taller than us." I was like, "Okay,
Tolerance.
I'm in It was like the Gulliver's Travel, where
Okay.
we are tall and they are short.
They are short.
So Myanmar has such beautiful places. The Buddhist temples are worth going to. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
there is a there is a monastery made of jade,
Mm-hmm.
absolute jade, and it's completely green. I mean, jade is green, right? So it's made of
Yep.
jade. Then there is this place called Bagan, where you'll go,
Okay.
and over the watchtower you can see all the uh, uh, so you will see all these
Stupas.
what
Stupas.
stupas. And
Stupas.
they
Yeah.
are so innumerous, and they have this air balloon visit also. Of course we couldn't go
Yes.
on that air
Yes.
balloon because it was quite misty, but then that experience
Mm.
is so wonderful that to see the sunrise from there. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like living in that dream where you see this drone flying around, and you see all those misty mornings, and then slowly things clear, and you are able to see those monuments clearer and clearer, and the sun rising
Mm-hmm.
above, the golden sky, the pinkish hue of it's amazing. It's amazing. It's
Yep.
like living in that
It's an
dream.
awesome. Yep. Yep. That's like
Uh,
something. So, which year was this international road trips? Is
I did this in 2018, Feb 2018. We did
mm-hmm.
that, and we ended it on in April, mid April.
Okay. So, Parmar was saying that you are rough and tough girl. You should be being a biker.
Yeah, experience gets you,
Mm-hmm.
more tough, and yeah, when the going gets tough, you have to get tougher, whatever that is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but actually, like out of 100, 90%, like whoever or the like, biker is, I see they are really rough and tough seas, and like you personally learn so many things from them, and I really appreciate it. It's not something is so easy that like you take a bike and go out. Like you need lot of guts. Like it's not that like I'm not differentiating between male and female, but like still you need lot of guts and courage to face anything so most of them I saw 95% like yes, tomboy type, exactly, like 95% out of 100 I met 95% people like they are like tomboy type and they are like very hardcore, and sometimes I myself will be thinking I should be also like this, I think, to do the hardcore is right.
So yeah, so she came out and she saw, okay, this is the Splendor that she's riding. Then she asked me whose bike it is. I said it's Lalit's bike. So she said, "Uska bike क्यों उठा के लेके आई? कुछ हो जाता तो what will you do?" I said, "It's okay, I will repair it if anything happens."
Okay.
And so my sister stays about a kilometer and a half on the other side. So I was going somewhere and I told her I'll drop you over there. So she said, okay, I will sit. So she used to wear saris at that time, and those sides obviously she cannot sit. She sits on one side, and I was not
Okay.
used to taking a pillion sitting on one side. So I
Okay.
said, ठीक है, मैं लेके जाती हूँ. And I managed, obviously. I took her, I left her there. And then I asked her, Mom, how was your experience riding, sitting behind me and riding? She's like, बहुत slow चला रही है ना तू?
Okay.
So I said, yeah, because maybe I'm taking you for the first time, so I'm a little jittery about it. So she was like, okay, let's see how you cope up. And then I had to take her to a wedding to some place. It was about 30 kilometers from here. And I was getting
Okay.
late to the office. I had to drop her at the wedding and I had to go. So I literally, I must have rode at around 80 or 90 at that time on my unicorn.
Okay.
I took her, I dropped her, and I came back. And then after coming back home, she asked me like, "क्या speed पे चला रही थी?" I said about 80 or something. So she was like super happy. And
Oh.
then someone asked her, "अरे तू इसके पीछे बिंदास बैठ के जा रही है?" She's like, "हाँ." कितने स्पीड पे चलाती हो? अरे वो तो 80-90 पे चला लेती है, तुम लोग सब डरो मत.
Dharma. Okay.
So yeah, she has
That's
always been my support. When I met with an accident also, she will say, नहीं नहीं उठ के चलना है, लोग को जो बोलने का बोलने दो. It is her decision. Whatever she wants to do, she will do. I'm not going to
Yes,
stop.
yes.
So yeah, she has always stood by me. But yeah, some extended family people, they have, yeah, you always get critics as to why as a woman you need to ride a motorcycle. क्या prove करना चाहती हो? क्या करना चाहती हो? Why do you want to do this? All this, yes, it's there. It's part and parcel, and I very wrongly ignored them because I had to do what I wanted to do.
Yes, exactly. You should always be on your side, your own side. You should support you, like help yourself. That's it. Be motivate yourself. People are always like there to discourage and all, but not everybody. Few are there, like especially when it comes to women. Like, how come you are like breaking the rules, regulations, ritualities? Like when I ask few rider, like I asked few people, why don't you try a bike, ride? And then they are like, no, 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 no. Like the moment their face expressions, everything gets changed completely. That's what I say. It's like I'm really so proud of you, like, and I'm so happy. And I said, right, even when my first interview is going, I never been this excited. But today from morning, my brother is also asking why you are like so, like, excited and nervous. And I said nothing. Experience of your record ride.
To start with the IBR, that is the Four Corners of India, it was something that Lalit kept pushing me, Kashmir to Kanyakumari kar lo, Kashmir to Kanyakumari kar lo, kar lo, kar lo, kar lo. So I said, okay, fine. He was behind me for like at least 2 or 3 years, I guess. And then I said, okay, I'll do it. Uh, and then I said to once I do K2K, you'll start telling me to do East West. So he said, yeah, obviously.
Yes.
So I said, okay, then let me do all four of it, and then I'm done with you. Like, then don't pester me
Mm-hmm.
more. He said,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Then I looked up some Google thing, and I saw that no woman has done this record. So I said, okay, let me put it
Okay.
up as a record. So yeah, so Lalit typically prepares all my route maps. He does the entire route in his mind, and I do it on the road. So that's the
Road.
way we coordinate. So I said, okay,
That's
let me start with it, and I got the sponsors. So thanks to DCB Bank, they trusted in me completely, and they sponsored the entire ride for me, including the
okay.
motorcycle. So I bought
Mm-hmm.
a new Dominar. So that was the biggest challenge first because it was not running. I got the delivery just a day before, and I took that bike. And my first challenge was to ride in 70 to 80 kilometers per hour, which was like too dragging with that power of that bike. And I was feeling very sleepy at most times. Somehow I reached Belgaum by around 12 in the night because I
Mm-hmm.
started late at around 8:30 and I was too sleepy. Yeah. So yeah, it was challenging till the time I reached Salem. Return. So I went up to Kanyakumari and then I came back to Salem. That's when I typically completed around 2,000 kilometers, and then I could rev it higher. Uh, so yeah, that was my first challenge. Uh, from here to Kanyakumari, the weather wasn't too very harsh or anything. It was normal, humid, the one that we face in Mumbai. So it was okay. When I was reaching Hyderabad from there, it started pouring cats and dogs, literally in
Oh,
September. That is towards end of September, and I
okay.
just couldn't see anything ahead of me. It was pitch dark on the highways. Somehow I managed to reach Hyderabad around 11:30, and that was just after when we just touched through the Bangalore highway into uh,
Yes.
uh, into Hyderabad as such. And from there, I had to
Okay.
reach Secunderabad. I reached around 12:30 in the night, had dinner at 1:30, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was soaked, wet. Again, from there, I started. When I started towards, then I was going towards Kashmir. Kashmir, it was so cold, damn cold, and by the time I reached Sonamag, it started snowing, and I rode through the
Okay.
snow till Khardungla. It was snowing. My entire the visor was covered with snow, my helmet was
Snow.
covered with snow, my jackets all covered with snow. I was freezing. I didn't know what to do, what not to do, but I just kept riding. Came
Mm-hmm.
back, and I was going to the east, and I touched UP, and
Mm-hmm.
then all the way till um, I forget the name. I forget the name. Okay, so till the end of UP border, it got so very, yeah, Gorakhpur. It got so
Gorakhpur.
very hot, so very hot. It was blazing sun, and I could hardly see. My eyes couldn't stay open because of that sunlight. And I used to
Okay.
take a stop after every 20 kilometers, drink something and do something to keep myself awake. And somehow I rode, and Bihar, it started getting pleasant. So the weather
Mm-hmm.
conditions that go through was immense. My body couldn't adjust to it so fast. And then I went to Kibitu in
Mm-hmm.
Arunachal, which and eastmost. Now they have extended it more. I think
Yes.
we go
Yes.
to two. But yeah, at that time it was Kibitu. So again, there it was cold rain. So I was
Oh.
soaked. The road was bad to reach Kibitu. Uh, I was literally singing the song like Kibi Kibitu, where are you? I cannot get through to you.
Okay. Hmm.
I came back. So from Tezu to Kibitu, it is about 250 odd kilometers. I think I don't remember exactly now. So I had to take a stop in between, and from there to Kibitu was 125 kilometers and back. It took
Okay.
me an entire 13 hours or more to just
Okay.
do that 127 kilometers and back
Kilometer.
because of the bad roads and the weather, bad
Mm-hmm.
weather. somehow I managed, and then came back again fully cold, soaked. I dried my clothes at Tezu, came, and then started back from there. Again, the same unpleasant. The weather change. When I reached
Change,
Bihar
yes.
in the night, I was coming from. Uh, I forget these names. So yeah, so I was coming through the border from there,
Okay.
and when I was reaching Muzaffarpur, there was a big traffic jam, because someone had hit a guy, and typically the villagers had got onto the road and they were stopping all the vehicles. They had done a dharna and all that, and the scene was very bad. Somehow,
Okay.
yeah. So I was coming from Purnia towards Muzaffarpur. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I and इतने रात में बिहार में I was the only lady who was riding,
Lady.
so it got. I mean, yeah, you don't feel so safe when you hear so many things, right? And especially there
Things,
is a
yes.
mob. Somehow I
Okay.
reached मुजफ्फरपुर. उसने मेरे को बोला था कि सिटी के अंदर होटल है, and it was somewhere on the highway, and I had to ride another 20 kilometers on. And I reached there around 1:32. वो बंदा होटल का गेट खोलने तैयार नहीं था. उसको चिल्ला चिल्ला के मेरा गला फाड़ फाड़ के फिर उसको बुला के I got it done. Stayed
Okay.
there. Then from there, yeah, I started again. The next day I reached. I came back. So
Mm-hmm.
while traveling to Gujarat, again it became 50 degrees.
Okay.
So yeah, somehow I had to complete the ride within 30 days. I managed finishing it in 29 days. So
Mm.
15,219 kilometers in 29 days. I achieved it.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's amazing.
So
So again, one more question from Kalpana. What is one place you would want to go again and again?
all of India.
Wow.
Again, 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 again,
Again,
again,
again,
again, again.
and again.
And again.
Mm.
So yeah, so coming to Abhishek, Iron Butt, when I did the saddle show, that was another big challenge for me.
Mm-hmm.
Again, unplanned. I just thought Hyderabad. I was staying at Hyderabad during that time, and I wanted to go to Madurai.
Okay.
I wanted to visit that temple in Madurai, Madurai Meenakshi.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
so I saw from Hyderabad to Madurai was 1,000 kilometers. From Madurai, I
Mm.
had to come back to Mumbai, and to Mumbai it was about 1450 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought चलो और 200 किलोमीटर डाल देंगे तो सैडल सोर हो जाएगा.
Okay. That's nice. Mm.
So it was an ordeal for me, because in 72 hours I managed to sleep only for about 8 hours.
Oh.
And because I started from Hyderabad, I went to the office in the morning, so I woke up at around 5:30, did my
Mm.
daily chores, went to the office, came back, had to pick up my bike because I had given it for test, the last minute checkups, got back.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so, and by the time I packed up and left, it was 8:39 in the night. I stopped at
Mm-hmm.
the Bangalore highway, had dinner, left from there around 12:30, reached Bangalore around 7 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I entered the city, reached my friend's place, it was 8:30. I took,
Okay.
so we were talking for a couple of hours, and I slept around 10:30, 11, got up at 12:31, got
Okay.
fresh, ate food, again left from there, and I was reaching Madurai.
Okay.
I was so sleepy. I could hardly ride 5 kilometers at a stretch. I had tea, I had water, I had everything. The last 15 kilometers was a mess. I just couldn't do it. So I called up my friend. I told him, just keep talking. I need to reach this 15
15.
kilometers. I have to finish this. Just keep
Okay.
talking, and I need to do this. And that was at 1 in the night. But so yeah, another friend I met over there, he took me to the bus stand. वहाँ से जो भी मिला, I had that. Then I rested. Next day again, 6:30 in the morning, I woke up. I went to the temple, did darshan and all, came back. The weather was 45 degrees plus. I started my ride at 1 in the afternoon. And what I had planned is from Madurai, I'll go up to Tirunelveli, which is 125 kilometers. So by the time I come back, I'm covering 250 kilometers. When I went to
Okay.
Tirunelveli, I saw a board which said 99
Mhm.
kilometers to Kanyakumari. I said, okay, chalo.
Okay.
So I
Chalo.
just
19 kilometers.
99.
Oh, 99.
So
Wow.
yeah. So
Hmm.
I went to Kanyakumari, took the proof from there, took a U-turn, came back again the same road through Salem, and
Okay.
uh, by 12:30 in the night I was feeling very sleepy. I stopped at
Okay.
an emergency unit which just had
Mhm.
ambulances in there and one cart. उसको बोला मुझे इधर सोने दो. I sat on the chair and slept because मुझे मालूम था मच्छर काटेंगे मैं उठूंगी पक्का.
Okay.
So I slept, but I slept for 45 minutes. And then,
Okay.
yeah, I moved out from there. I reached Bangalore. I couldn't find petrol. One guy,
Mhm.
I mean, एक petrol pump पे मैंने पूछा, भाई, please help me with petrol, and he started pouncing on me.
Hmm.
So somehow I yelled at the top of my voice, and he let me go. So I went from there. Then on the Tumkur highway, I filled petrol, and again I started riding. When I was about 400 kilometers odd, I
Okay.
plan to finish it in Satara because if I had to enter Pune, it would be totally trafficked and I won't be able to finish. So, anyways, I
Yes,
had
yes.
completed the kilometer. So I said, okay. And just 400 kilometers before that, my engine started knocking.
Oh, shoot.
I was on my CBR. The ride I did
Okay.
was on my CBR. So I've done a lot of rides, most of my rides on my CBR. And my engine
CPR. Okay.
started knocking. I didn't first understand. I thought the chain has come
Mhm.
off loose or something. And I checked, it was all okay. Then I stopped at a petrol pump and I checked the oil. The oil was almost drained out. Almost.
Almost drained out. Okay.
Almost drained out. And so it takes 1.5 liter of oil. And मैंने उसमें फिर से 1 liter पूरा oil डाला था. So there was just hardly 500 ml into it.
Indeed.
From there, so I called up my mechanic. He told me, "Ma'am, 80-90 के अंदर ही चलाओ, उससे ज़्यादा चलाओगे तो engine खराब हो जाएगा and all that." I was literally in tears. I said, just 400 kilometers. Initially, I had not planned to complete it. I said, okay, ठीक है, होगा तो होगा, नहीं होगा तो नहीं होगा. But after
Hmm.
coming to such an extent and then just 400 kilometers left, I was so frustrated. It was so frustrating. You do so much mehnat and then
Hmm.
suddenly ये नहीं हो रहा है. So I did that and then I called up my friend. I said, नहीं होगा यार मेरे से. So one of my friends said, अरे नहीं ठीक है नहीं होगा तो कुछ नहीं जितना होगा उतना कर ले. And then I called my Guruji, Lalit Parmar.
Mhm.
He's like,
Okay.
"तू कर रहे होगा. I know it. You can do it. Just do it." I
Just
said,
do it.
"Damn, it's 400 kilometers. I have 4 to 4.5 hours in my hand to finish this. How am I going to do it?" He's like, "I know you can do it. Just go ahead and do it."
Yes. Hmm.
So I said, "ठीक है, whatever." I kept crying. So when I get frustrated, I cry a lot. Okay, helmet के अंदर, बाहर नहीं.
Okay. Hmm.
So and then I said, "जो होगा देखा जाएगा. Let me rev it." So I revved it, and when I crossed 100 kmph, it did not knock. It went out smoothly. The only thing was, if I slowed down, then it would take me another good 10 to 15 seconds to come back to the same speed.
Same
So I
speed.
couldn't slow
Okay.
down. So all I did was just kept at that speed and kept increasing my speed. When I reached Karad,
Speed.
when I reached Kolhapur, I had another 134 odd kilometers to complete and 1 hour to go. I finished that entire ride in about 45 to 15 minutes, 50 minutes.
Wow.
And when I stopped to take the signature of the witness, that guy, he was on a bullet. He's like, "Oh, so you're the one who went out, who zoomed past us." Like, no, not zoom past us. You were like, before we could realize, you were like gone like a cloud of dust. Zoop.
Cloud after.
So yeah, that's how my saddle store thing happened. And
Wow.
from there, I came to Pune, and from Pune I came to Mumbai.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a hell of a ride.
That's awesome, says. And somebody has asked before that, how is your experience on RE Himalayan, Royal Enfield Himalayan?
RE, I have not no, an RE Himalayan. I've
Okay.
ridden a Thunderbird. I've ridden a Desert Storm, but not a RE Himalayan. I've ridden an Interceptor. Yes.
Okay.
Kalpana said one place. Okay, Kalpana, I don't have one place. I'll have to see which is that
That's
one place.
for the past question, like which is the
Yes,
one place you want to go again and again, where you said
yeah,
India. So she asked again, one place.
yes. So
Yeah.
yeah, there is no one place I can say, but I'll find out. Well, the day I find that out, I'll tell you.
But it was so nice, sis, you are such an amazing person. It's
Thank
one
you
of the
so
best
much.
session.
Nothing less. So, guys, if you all want to know how to travel from India to Singapore, Josh is the guy to go to. He will guide you to how to go there, how and do what are the necessary things that you need to have, the documentation, the paperwork, blah blah blah, all of that. Catch Josh, catch him by the neck, and tell him to share it. He will do it for you.
Yes. Yeah, on our next session. So
Yes.
that's what, guys. But sis, thank you so much. It's a wonderful session to be with you, and I'm so privileged. And I can next time if somebody asks, this is my, okay, somebody has magic. Which is your next ride on the cards?
So Deepak sir, next ride on the cards, I would say, is somewhere in India itself, because yeah, we cannot really go out of India for now, considering this COVID situation. But yeah, so what I'm going to try to do is probably explore more of the interiors of our own country, and see how I can promote uh, India's tourism and bring more tourists in India. That's what I'm going to try to do.
Yep, and somebody gave. Okay, what about your next Guinness records, Lalit sir? Question from Lalit sir.
So yeah, he is such a person. He's been pushing me for doing all my records, whatever I've done. So wherever I've been, it's been a tough decision. He has pushed me around. We fight like, you can't say cats and dogs. It's like that snake
Hmm.
and the mongoose. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know when the Guinness record will happen, but for sure, and it's a promise to Lalit that yes, I will do at least one Guinness record for
One is
sure.
Guinness record. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good, sis. And Kalpana says like, she just missed in one few seconds, fraction of seconds. Yeah, I have a fast typing hands. Yeah, and she says like, yeah, you are a superwoman.
Yeah, she wanted to interview me actually,
Yes.
but you came first, so yes, you won the. Uh,
Good things will happen to good people, sis. I mean, like I was telling you, right? Just kidding. So I was telling you, like, I can proudly say now, like this is my first experience of interviewing somebody. Like till now, I did many interviews, but like, I was excited. As I told, no, my brother also suspected that what's wrong with you? Like you are smiling within yourself and you feel nervous and all. Like, what's the matter? I said, no, nothing. But you're such an amazing person. And you are really a role model to many. And
Thank
like,
you, thank you. Yeah.
yeah, and that's an amazing thing. So, guys, somebody has asked a question about like international document, so that you need to wait till next Wednesday, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, or you contact Joshua Daniel on his
Hmm.
FB page or FB, and he will guide you on the international documentation that you need to go through for rides. He is much
Yep.
better than me, definitely.
No, guys. So next session, the next Wednesday is my session. So as I said, like before we finish off the session, so
So, guys, we
that's
have
what.
an important announcement to make for you guys. So, we have something called as a crisis code that will actually help you reach out to others during a crisis, or when you are not, when you seek help and you're not getting a help. And this is being sponsored by Get Crisis Code people, who will be giving out 6 such crisis codes to 6 Roaring Cycles expedition interviewees. So the
Wow.
next 6 interviewees are going to get this crisis code, and once they get that, they will be guided completely on how to use this. Um, yeah. So like Abhishek says, they print stickers with QR codes and they will send it to you. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
One more
We have
question, like
another
which is
interesting person. Yeah, sorry. Go
hmm
ahead.
one more question from ABDS007. So, which is the ride which you have not done and have a dream to go?
Soch rahi hu.
Socho. Take your time.
So my dream ride is definitely to go around the world, um, see as many places as I can till the time I'm alive. I just don't want to sit in a place and watch the screens. I mean the photographs. I would rather go and see those places in
See
person, no
these
matter
places.
where it is in the world. Yeah.
Yep.
So world ride. That's my
That's
dream.
awesome, sis. That's awesome. My dream too. That's what. So we share so many things in common.
Yeah, of course. I
Yep.
think most of us riders would love to keep on riding till the time. we-
Yes. Explore the more to be explored.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
but anyway, it's such a wonderful live session, sis, and it's an amazing thing. And so it would be like I'm really heartful of thanks from my heart for giving me such an opportunity, and for Abhishek sir as well, for interviewing such a wonderful person like you. So I'm so blessed, and thanks for your valuable time. So coming back to the viewers, so as I said in the beginning that I'll tell in the last session who I am and what I am. So I'll be on live again in Roaring with Cycles next Wednesday. So that's what was thing I think sister will share about it. So that's what, and my name is Joshua Daniel. Basically, I'm from Andhra Pradesh, but I stay in Shillong, and I am an overland rider. I travel from India to Singapore, covering 7 countries total, including India, and I'm a rider for cause. So that's what, nothing much. So if you want to know more about me, stay tuned to the Roaring Cycles, and next Wednesday you will learn each and everything. So anyways, sis, thank you so much. It's so nice and pleasure talking to you, and it's a bless to interview you, and
Thank
thank
you.
you.
I'm really honored to be interviewed, and I'm so glad that people do want to know about me. And I hope I have answered everyone's questions. But if you do have
Yes.
anything, know where to reach out to me. And all are welcome to post your questions anytime. Reach out. You need any help? Yes, we are there.
And please,
So
so
thank you
sorry if
very
we
much.
miss any questions you have asked. You ask sister directly. That would be great. And please forgive us if we miss any of your questions. Okay. So
Yeah.
sorry, guys. Yep. Have a good day, sis. Take care. See you. Bye
Thank
bye. Good
you.
night, guys. Take care.
Good
Thanks
night,
for being
guys.
on live. Stay tuned.
Thank you. So thanks guys for being there and asking all your questions. I hope I have answered all of them. If I have missed out on any, I'm really sorry for that. But take care and stay tuned for all the contests, and uh, keep participating. Keep sending your queries. We are here, and this is your story shared. So send out your stories and we will take you on an interview. Thank you so much. Take care and see you on Roaring Cycle Spotlight on Sunday, 12 noon. Bye bye.